This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some important updates to share with you. Let's talk about the stimulus comeback as Bernie Sanders says he wants the Build Back Better plan back and talking about different stimulus provisions that he wants for the American people. September jobs report came out. Numbers looking a little bit better. I'll let you know what those are. Plus, President Biden had something to say about the economy in a little speech. I'll play that video clip. California stimulus checks are flowing, but there's also a few other states giving out stimulus checks for the month of October. I'll let you know those states and how much is going out. And one county is giving out one of the biggest universal basic income programs, and applications are available and open now. And I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you appreciate how I get straight to the point and giving you these updates on a daily basis. So we are finally back in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Feels good. Thanks for your patience sticking with me. In Chicago, we had a great time with the family. Anyways, let's get into it. So unemployment rate falls to 3.5% in September. Payrolls rise by 263,000 as job market stays strong. So the estimate was supposed to be 275,000, but 263,000, still pretty strong. Unemployment rate was 3.5%, down 0.2%. Which is pretty good, so unemployment still going down. And then average hourly earnings rose 5% from a year ago, slightly below the estimate. And leisure and hospitality and healthcare and business and professional services led sector gainers. So yeah, a slightly better jobs report. Things are looking good. It's not bad, but looking a little bit better. Here is what President Biden has to say about that.
Our job market continues to show resilience as we navigate through this economic transition we're in. For some time, I've been saying that what we need to do in this transition, we have to move from historically strong economic recovery to a more steady, stable recovery. We need to bring inflation down without giving up all the historic economic progress that working class and middle class people have made. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Over the past 4 months, we've created an average of 350,000 jobs a month. That's down from the 450,000 jobs a month the prior 4 months, and down from the 600,000 jobs a month to the 4 months before that. The pace of job growth is cooling while still powering our recovery forward. Wage growth for workers remains solid, down from historic high pace months ago, but still growing for workers who deserve a raise. And this is the progress we need to see. In the short term, the transition to a more stable growth that continues to deliver for workers and families while bringing inflation down. In the long term, the economy built on a firmer foundation. We still have a lot of work to do, but we're building a different economy than before. A better one, a stronger one, not trickle-down economy. That never helped my family very much in Claymont, trickle down. This is an economy built on building from the middle out and the bottom up, not from the top down.
What are your thoughts? Can President Biden be doing more? Is this something to celebrate? Is growth in the economy good and strong? Let me know your thoughts on that. Bernie Sanders has something to say to Chairman Jerome Powell here. No, Chairman Powell, at a time when real weekly wages are lower today than they were nearly 50 years ago, the problem is not that wages and employment are too high. The problem is that corporations are making record profits by jacking up prices. We need a windfall profits tax. So Bernie Sanders calling out the federal chairman, Jerome Powell, in terms of raising rates and what he had to say about the economy. Speaking of Bernie Sanders, so Bernie Sanders wants Build Back Better back. So he said a few different things here, basically talking about, as usual, he wants more things for the American people. When asked about multiple amendments that he added to the Inflation Reduction Act, because obviously Bernie Sanders was not happy about that. He said this is when many Democrats disagree with me. They can go out and tell the American people all the great things that they do. Well, you can argue how significant any of those things are, but do you think the average American says, oh my God, my life is much better, I can't believe it because of the IRA? Sanders said, can you really sell something that in 4 years we're going to negotiate 10 drugs that will benefit Medicare, not you as a consumer. You think people are going to say, wow, really good? So Bernie Sanders basically bashing the Inflation Reduction Act. He wanted a lot more originally, but didn't happen. Said here, somebody once said, I thought that they were joking, but I really think it's kind of true now. The last to know what's going on in the world is people who live on Capitol Hill. Half the people in this country today live paycheck to paycheck. Do you see that reflected in the politics of what goes on here on a daily basis? Then he goes on to say that seniors takes a step back when offering his answer. He credited Biden for championing and congressional Democrats for passing the American Rescue Plan, the $1.9 trillion measure intended to offer relief to the most vulnerable citizens with provisions such as temporarily expanded child tax credit, increased nutrition benefits for low-income Americans, and rental assistance. He also noted that Biden's approval ratings were at their highest point in March of 2021, the same month he signed the bill. So basically, Bernie Sanders wanting a lot of those stimulus provisions back, but it seems that it did not happen through the Inflation Reduction Act. So moving forward, not really sure if Bernie Sanders is going to get his way. He seems to be in the minority in terms of giving more stimulus to the American people. Bernie Sanders presses Joe Biden on $2,000 stimulus checks, saying promises must be kept. This is from a while ago, but, excuse me, Bernie Sanders still wants stimulus provisions. He hasn't said stimulus checks lately, but I guess different types of stimulus provisions. Speaking of stimulus, as California stimulus checks as California stimulus checks of up to $1,050 start going out, here's what you need to know. So California started sending out the stimulus checks. Could be as low as $200, could be as high as $1,050. Really depends on your circumstance. But those started to go out on Friday as direct deposit. And if you're getting direct deposit, you should get it in the next few weeks. If you're getting paper check, could take as long as January to get all of the stimulus checks going out. And then when it comes to other stimulus checks besides California, stimulus payments are coming to these states in October. So we just mentioned California here, and then Hawaii. So $100 to $300 checks are going out in Hawaii. And then Virginia sending out one-time tax rebate of $250 for single filers, $500 for joint filers. And those are going to go out by October 31st. So direct deposit or mailed paper checks, they're trying to get this out by before November. And then also we have $487 direct payment checks being sent out over 1 million Americans. So this is talking about the Minnesota workers who are supposed to get $750, but it looks like because there were more workers who applied for it, now it's down to $487. And then when it comes to one of the biggest universal basic income programs in the country, Cook County Guaranteed Income Pilot Program applications opened Thursday. So this is going to be $500 a month for 3,250 residents. So this is the Chicago area. And applications are open. So if you live in Cook County, or if you know anyone who lives there, definitely tell them to apply, because applications are open until October 21st for that Universal Basic Income Program. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Oh, hi guys, I didn't see you there. Just so you know, you guys are great to me. You guys are special to me. I need you here beside me. And you are so nice. Do you know why? Cause you're so nice right now.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel if you like these daily updates and you want it on a regular basis and you want to get notified, or if you just want to support the channel in a free way, you can subscribe and hit the like button. So we are finally back in Myrtle Beach. Here's some more video clips and stuff from Chicago. Had a great time as a family. Bella loved the Ethiopian food. We try to do that anytime we leave Myrtle Beach. Anyways, hopefully you have a great rest of your weekend. If you want to check out any of my other videos on my other channels, click right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.